Andre doesn't know this, but last week when he was in Korea, I sold our long-term Toyota 4Runner for $57,000. And instead of just putting the money in the bank, I thought, let's put it to work. So guess what, Andre?
Roman, hey, what's up?
I bought another truck.
What?
Yes, I bought another truck.
A new one or
Yes.
a used one?
Yes, and we're gonna play a game.
What?
We're gonna play guess what truck I bought.
Okay.
So we're gonna go and pick it up. It's ready. They have it all clean and all ready to go. So we're gonna go.
This is a new truck, brand new.
Yeah, I sold the 4Runner.
Okay.
For $57,000.
Wow.
We were kind of done with it. We didn't keep it that long, but you know, we had done a lot of videos in a short time, and when you guys get bored of it, we kind of move them on.
Several more videos, trips.
Exactly.
Off-roading with the 4Runner.
So I didn't want to leave the money just sitting in the bank account. I wanted to put it to work, and so as you are the managing editor of TFL Truck, I went over your head and bought a truck.
Okay, well, you surprised me about a month ago or so.
I did when we bought
with a different truck. It's behind the closed door. It's opening. The door is opening.
Oh, there it is, Andre. I see it. All right.
What? Bye-bye, Ranger.
Bye-bye, Ranger Raptor. Hello, Space White Tremor. We bought the Tremor.
So it's like Christmas for me every single month.
All right, I'm gonna give you clues.
Okay, is it this? Is it a GMC?
I'm not gonna tell you what that's too easy.
Okay, clues.
That is too easy.
Clues.
All right,
Is it small or big?
I'm not gonna tell you that either.
Is it a
Maybe-
commercial truck, like a
It's not a
6500?
It's not a commercial truck.
Okay.
But I'm already giving you a big hint by saying that I sold the 4Runner for $57,000, and instead of putting it in the bank, I put it to work.
So the money is a clue.
It is a clue. So you
Okay.
think about that. Let's head out and let's go hit the road, go pick it up, and I'll give you some more clues as we go down the road.
By the way, did you see the Maverick?
Yeah,
What
we'll show
Case
it to
did to it?
Yeah, let's
Did
show
you
it
see
to
that? So Roman, I was in South Korea with Hyundai.
I know.
Looking at some of their vehicles, cars and vans.
Yeah.
And when I was gone, several things happened.
Yes.
Case installed the brand new Lightning racks on our Maverick.
Oh, that is cool,
And
dude.
storage boxes.
Look at that. Do we have video of that?
Yeah, we do.
Let's roll that now.
This Ford Maverick is one of our favorite trucks at the office, but it's got a big drawback. The bed on this truck is famously small, but there's a way that you can go about making it more useful. This is our bed rack from Lightner, and it's different from the average bed rack because this one is highly adaptable. If you need to carry taller objects, you can very easily slide the rear crossbar out of the way to give yourself some more vertical space, and you still maintain a lot of structural rigidity on this because of these bars that help stabilize everything. This is also a really easy kit to install. You need very few tools and it doesn't take much time. Even though the Maverick has a short bed, you can haul longer objects over the top of this Lightner rack. If you want extra space in your bed, you can take off some of these storage containers with only 4 bolts, making it pretty easy to remove. You can also accessorize the rack with some items like this lockable storage container that's got a weather seal, and you can haul around things, keeping your cab clear. You can also bring around some fluids with you or store even more things in a bigger cubby. This rack is made out of high-strength aluminum, so it only weighs around 85 pounds, but if you're driving off-road, you can put as much as 400 pounds on top of it. If you're driving on the road, as much as 800 pounds, and while you're parked, you can even put as much as 1,400 pounds on top of this rack. Lightner makes bed racks for just about every truck out there, so if you're in the market for one of these racks, check out the link in the description below.
I'm excited to see whatever it is, Andre.
Do you know this?
I do know what it is, and the question is for you, because we had a big debate at the office.
You want to give him a hint?
The color is debated. It's very
I
debated.
like it. I like that fact.
I'm not going to give any more hints because I'm sure it'll stick out like a sore thumb.
I like that fact because you know me, I love colors in trucks.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna love or hate this color. We have a debate going on in the office as to exactly what the color is.
Roman, this is so much fun, but I gotta tell you, I was here on Friday.
Yeah.
This is Monday.
Oh.
And there was giggling in the office. Nobody would tell me anything. People would just giggle and whisper.
That's good.
It's been
It's good. They should.
really hard for me.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, it's a great day.
I guess it's the payment that I have to pay.
Here's a clue. It doesn't have digital fan. It's got traditional buttons for the HVAC. I don't know if that helps you or not, but that's a good clue.
Well, a lot of new pickup trucks still have knobs and buttons.
It's got knobs and
not
buttons.
a terrible, great clue.
Yeah. It
You
rules
know,
out certain
when
trucks.
you said controversial color, you know what popped into my mind?
What's
Jeep.
it?
Jeep.
Okay.
Because Jeep, I know they have fun with colors sometimes. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work.
All right, I'll give you one more hint before we get on the highway, and you guys can think about this as we hit the road. We have a rule, right? We don't buy the same truck we've already owned.
Yes.
So it's not going to be so if you've been watching TFL for
you
a
mean
long
over
time-
the whole history?
Yeah, we never buy the same thing.
Oh,
We
so it's not a Gladiator.
We never revisit
Okay,
vehicles
so
that we've owned.
TFL used to own a Gladiator.
Yes. So that kind of rules out the Gladiator because we already had one. Because it's we want to explore new fields and not go back to retread the old ones that we've already been in. All right, Andre. For all of you playing at home, I'm gonna give Andre another clue. All right, I'm gonna tell you the tire size.
Oh, okay.
So
this will help me a lot.
That could narrow it down. It's rolling on 33s.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's not as helpful as you thought.
So full-size trucks roll on 33 sometimes. If you are ZR2, for example. But also mid-sizers roll on 33s.
Yeah, they do.
So it cannot be a truck that TFL has owned. It's rolling on 33s, and it has to be under 57 grand. Is that after all of the employee discounts and
There's no
a
employee.
bunch
There's
of
no
discounts?
There's no employee discounts. It's all.
Not on this
No,
one.
we're not getting a lot of discounts on this one. We're not getting any special deals. I think there was like maybe $2,500 in like traditional GM discounts that anybody could get.
You said the word.
I did.
He said GM.
I did.
Okay, I think it's a Canyon.
Oh!
I think it's a GMC Canyon.
Well, we shall see.
Okay.
We shall see.
So I know this dealership really well. They sell everything Stellantis.
Yes.
And basically everything General Motors
Yes.
except for Cadillac.
That's why I gave you that big hint.
GM.
Yes.
But that could still be Chevy or GMC,
It could be.
and it could be a variety of things.
Ram doesn't build a mid-size truck, at least not yet.
Okay.
I'll give you one last hint as we pull into this dealership.
Yes.
This is a little salty. It has cruise control.
So you did not buy my Trail Boss, I'm assuming. So here's the backstory. I purchased the 2023 Colorado Trail Boss, and I got the most affordable version, remember? And I ordered it before the pricing came out.
Yes.
Remember this?
Yes, I remember. I was there.
And when we picked it up, it was missing cruise control.
Yes.
It's finally here. It's my 2023 Chevy Colorado Trail Boss.
I hate to be kind of spoiler, Andre, but I noticed on the left side of your steering wheel there's something missing.
What?
Cruise control.
Here?
Where's your cruise control?
What? Wait.
Did you not tick the cruise control box? That's your like your emergency braking, right? The distance.
That's the. Well, look, it has gap adjustment.
Right, but there's no like cruise control button or.
How is that possible, Roman?
Yeah, so that's a hint too. So this one has cruise control.
So I think my guess of a GMC Canyon, I think it's pretty valid guess.
Well, let's pull up and let's go find out
Okay.
how good of a guess you got. Oh, I see it. It's sitting
do?
there. It's sitting there. You can kind of see it.
What is it?
It's behind.
It could
the
be a
classic car.
Canyon.
Could be. Shall we go?
Canyon.
Shall we walk over there?
It
and
looks
see?
mid-size-ish, Roman.
Yeah. It could be. Could
Okay.
be. All right, let's go check it out. Come on. Let's go look at our new long-term. And of course, TFL long-term is always a little. You think they're going to be upset when we park the Ford?
No, they shouldn't be upset.
No?
That Maverick is pretty nice.
Like I was saying, with TFL long
Oh
term,
my gosh!
is always a little.
Roman, look
Short.
at that color. Oh, did you buy this?
No, I didn't buy it. No. Let's see if it's even open.
Yes.
Well, what do you think?
Dude,
Wanna tell
this
them what it is?
color. 84X? Dude, I did not expect this.
So here's the big question, Andre.
What?
Is it orange or is it yellow?
You know what I was gonna call it?
What?
Emergency yellow.
Oh, you gotta pick one.
No,
you
it's
say yellow.
emergency yellow.
I
I
think
think
it's
it's yellow, but it's emergency.
I think it's orange. I think it's orange.
Dude, I did not expect an 84X because you get, you know,
Multimatic.
Yeah.
Show them the multimatics.
Look at the shocks.
Think about it. We just sold our
The Raptor,
right. So we needed
Ranger Raptor.
We needed something to replace it. And you know, it's like at the office we had the one above this, the AEV version.
Yeah,
that
with the
was
snorkel and everything else.
$70-some thousand.
That was like 71, 72 grand.
This wasn't that much. So obviously this is the brother, sister, and whatever to your Colorado.
Yeah.
So we kind of have had this truck in a way.
Well, not really, because I didn't have multimatic shocks, I didn't have locking differentials, and I didn't have cruise control.
Exactly. But you did have this powertrain.
I did.
It's got the 4-cylinder.
Yeah, 2.7 liter Turbo Max.
How much is a tow?
Oh, the 84X?
Probably like six.
like 6,000.
Yeah.
But still a bit more than the Ranger Raptor, actually.
I think that Ranger Raptor was 5.5.
Yeah, 5,500.
Yeah.
So I love these markers on the fenders.
They match the paint for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the interior, huh? There we go. Look at that. Look at the
Oh, the
look at
white.
the seat belts.
That's also controversial.
Yeah, they don't match. They're red.
No, that's okay. The seat belts are okay. You know, the controversial part is people say the white seat backs and the center console can get dirty. You know, people keep saying.
I like the white. I mean,
I like it too.
We had a Tesla with an all-white interior, and really all you had to do was, you know, kind of clean it off every so often, and it got
that's fine.
It was okay. So
I like the racing seat belts.
yeah,
this is really
they don't
nice.
match, but here's what I was looking for. You want to kind of walk them through that?
Ooh. Wow, you weren't kidding about 57.
I wasn't kidding.
All right, so really, one of the starting, before you get the 84X package, it starts at 45.7. Now the 84X package is pricey. It's almost 7 grand. But it includes everything we mentioned, you know, differential lockers, the suspension system, red seat belts are included, bed liner. Oh, it has bed liner.
Yeah, it came with bed liner, which is nice because the first thing we always have to do is bed liner trucks.
Technology Plus.
Yes.
So that's
We didn't spare any money.
Yes, premium package, convenience package, memory settings, seat adjusted 7-way, 6-way power seats, heated steering wheel, Roman.
And look, we got a discount for the AT4X package of
Okay, that's nice.
$17.50. Yeah. So we have
Oh, it's Desert Sun.
yes. So
That's the color.
so we have a heads-up display. We have heated and I believe cooled seats. We have a sunroof, which I'm not a big fan of in trucks, but we have one.
We do have one.
Yeah, we have
It's
a
pretty
sun.
large. Can you open it, Gavin?
Yeah. Yeah. We have the fancy schmancy interior, and we have front and rear lockers.
Yeah, and also I want to show you
Power seats in the passenger
for
and
both.
driver. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Payload.
Yeah, what's
I
the
have to check that. 1,275.
That's
So
not
not super good, but not terrible.
Dude, I mean, some of these trucks have like a payload of 800 pounds.
I know. But look at this, Roman. I just saw this.
What did you just see?
Oh, look, this is cushioned.
Which is nice, yeah.
damped. You have a little storage cubby in here.
Yeah, that's the new thing they put
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, so this is
Little
good for
storage
like,
cubby.
well, you could put like
Tie downs and stuff.
jumper cables.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice, thoughtful little thing.
Pretty nice. I wish I had it on my Colorado. I didn't have this.
In the continuing tailgate wars,
I didn't have this.
not a lot of tie downs, only 4, but you do have power over there.
Well, so there's 2 on each corner.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have 400 watts here.
So 8. I'm sorry, 8. 8 tie
8.
downs.
And also, Roman, these plugs
Uh-huh.
that you could put additional stuff into. You could punch these out, these little plastic covers, and add tie downs there as well.
We've got we've got Goodyears, we've got
Nice.
recovery
points.
in the front there.
They're red.
Yeah, they're red. And then of course we have a skid plate in the front.
Dude, I would
This
say
is plastic right here, but if you go farther down, it gets metal.
metal. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
And another one. And another one. Oh, Roman. We
Yeah.
have underbody cameras.
Yeah, we have an underbody camera. How cool
Yeah.
is that?
We do have an underbody camera.
Trailer brake controller
Yes.
built in. Got that
Dude,
as well.
this is controversial color. I'm still not used to it. So this puppy, so now they have, remember how they had multiple versions of this engine?
Yeah.
Different horsepower ratings?
Yeah.
But now they all have the same.
and all the high output.
So that's 310 horsepower and 430 torque.
10 speed?
8.
8 speed.
8.
Oh.
So it's not like a Ford because the Ranger would have a 10 speed.
So look, for the Ranger Raptor would be 57. So this is the same price, but you're down 2 cylinders and down like 100 horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You tow a tiny bit more.
you can tow a tiny bit more.
But that's not a big difference.
And in terms of like off-road stuff, they're very similar.
Yeah.
The nice thing is, look at this, come around here. So the biggest problem we had with our Ranger Raptor was we had those side steps. Remember? Tommy
Yeah.
was afraid to take it off-road?
Yeah, but this is proper.
This is, yeah.
Rock rail.
We got real rock rails, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I kind of like the interior of this a little bit better, but that's very subjective. But I like the look of this just a little bit better.
Yeah.
But they're both very nice. You should do the honor. You want to pull the little plastic liner on camera?
Ooh, I can?
Go do it, yeah.
Okay.
Go pull that thing off. That's very
Sweet.
satisfying. There you go.
Oh. Screen unwrapping.
Yeah, so now, of course, we got digging. There we go.
Done.
It's been deflowered.
Yes.
Now, it's ours. 7 miles.
7 miles, so we can't tow with this quite yet.
No, I don't think we should do it. We're going to Moab, but I don't think it's got enough
No, it
to
doesn't
tow,
quite.
to tow the old cars.
Dude, it has every feature.
Yeah,
Other than like, they don't have camera mirrors.
Bose audio,
Yeah.
heads up display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
it doesn't have Super Cruise.
Yeah, these
I don't think any
mid-sizers don't.
mid-size
Yeah,
have
mid-sizers
Super
don't.
Cruise,
But you do have heated steering wheel.
Yeah.
You know, I really want to start it up and maybe get it outside because you could play with a lot of like off-road pages. You know,
Yeah.
you could show some of the settings.
Well, what I want to do is get some Moab dirt in here. That's what I want to do. A little bit of red dust. Break it in, huh?
Desert Sun. Look,
Yeah.
the vent has moved.
Yeah.
The doors are open.
You want to pull it out? First drive, Andre. You get it.
Right. Thank you, Roman. This is amazing. It's now in the sun.
I have to say, Andre, the engine does not sound terrific.
It doesn't have that growl.
It's got more of a fart.
Yeah.
It's a little bit farty.
It's a little flatulent.
Yeah, it's a little flatulent.
All right, so start the truck. It's still in guest mode, so we don't have a profile. But first, I would like to change is buckle to drive. Because it's a little bit weird. I'm used to just jumping in and either putting it in drive and then seatbelt at the same time, but this kind of prevents that. So I would like to turn that off. Also, rear seat reminder, I don't need that. We don't need that chiming all the time. So just for our purposes, I wanted to do that. Now, also, of course, it has a trailering app. That's something you guys have seen in other trucks. But a little bit more unique to this, it has air down mode, where you can actually define the level of PSI, and it will honk its horn for you to help out. So it has that. Then it has off-road page, where you have the G meter, you have your steering angle, elevation, all that, including drive mode. And let's see, drive modes. Tow haul, terrain, Baja. Yes, because it's a reduced ESC. Because it's an 84X, it does have additional modes. My Trail Boss did not have this Baja mode. Now terrain, different pages. Nice, all the tires are about the same. and you could track some of the other data, including a compass, and you have cameras. But this is fairly unique. Not only do you have, surround camera, you also have underbody cameras. You can kind of see my front tires moving around, and then you can also look towards the back. So you can kind of see what's happening. And I think you could also wash this. Let me see. Yes. Get some water on there. Get it clear. So that's a fun feature, especially for off-roading. I have a surround view. Really, there's a ton of different camera views, including my front wheels right there on the side. So you can kind of see all the rocks you're going around. A lot of different cool features. My trail bus had almost none of those. Fog lamps. This is what I'm not a fan of, digital headlamp controls. I've had that before, still not a fan of it, because as soon as you turn off the truck, sometimes you can't control your lights. So you need to turn on your accessories on, and then you can operate your lights. So I don't like that extra step. Of course, it has a full digital display. They actually started doing this on more trucks in 2024 model year. And then you could kind of select what your gauges look like. So you can have kind of a map mode. It's still in demo mode, so partially it's not all the way there. But I love this kind of gauge cluster the best. I have my transmission fluid, my oil, my coolant, my fuel, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive status. So I have all those on one page, including my RPM and my speed. And so all in one, one of my favorite views. You can also make it a little bit different with a different RPM counter and your G meter on this side, or kind of a quiet mode where it's mostly dark. The other thing I don't love is that you have to kind of go down a couple of menus to reset your trip meter. This truck's just been idling at the shipping yards and dealerships, so I just wanted to reset the trip meter. And I have all my information about the truck, including brake life, oil life, air filter life, engine information in multiple places. And this truck also has something that Nathan calls, I think, fart mode, where you can touch one button and all four windows open at the same time.
Well, this is
That's
our
cool.
first drive, so
Yes.
I was super psyched when I saw this color because there was a recent study out that asked and found out what colors hold their value the most.
Okay.
Guess what color holds their value the most?
White.
No, that's one of the least. White, black, gray, silver holds.
Because everything else is white, basically?
Orange.
Really?
Orange holds. Any vehicle, especially with trucks that are orange, hold their value the most.
And this is mostly orange. I mean, it's called
Desert Sun.
Desert Sun.
Yeah. All right, Tommy. Here is our new GMC Canyon AT4X. I put it in the shade on purpose. One question and one question only. Is it yellow or orange?
I'm going with orange in the shade.
All right, we have one so far for orange, and what do you think of it?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looks really, really cool. Yeah, I think this will be perfect for our off-road stuff. It's got the 17-inch wheels, right, with the Wrangler tires, and yeah, I mean, that's a sweet-looking truck. It's got the rocker protection. That thing's awesome.
And we haven't had a GMC, right? So you had your Colorado.
No.
But I kind of feel like that was.
In fact, we've never owned a GMC before.
This is the first time, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that was the base truck.
Yeah.
And here we've got the ones with almost all the bells and whistles. Now, of course, we had the AEV one at the office.
Yeah, this is not it. Yeah.
No. But that's a lot of money for a vehicle. All right, we've got our next contestant. To the color is right. So this is, as you know, our new truck. Is it orange or yellow?
Well, in the light, it looks more It looks like mac and cheese, to be honest.
It does, you're right. But mac and cheese to me is yellow, so are you going with yellow?
But I guess it has a tinge of orange, but
You gotta pick one.
I'll go with orange.
All right, that is 2 for orange. Next person, thank you.
And you know what else AEV does? That, I mean, you kind of have to be more hardcore. By the way, AEV gives you 35s, different shocks, different ride height, but it also gives you less payload, right? So you do have to give up something. Accelerating, like you said, there's not a super pleasing sound.
No, I think that's the case with all these 4-cylinders, and that includes the Tacoma for all you Toyota guys and gals out there.
Yeah, it does include the Tacoma.
They're all like that. So does this drive similar to the Colorado you had?
Not really. I think it's a little bit more controlled. The shocks are different.
Yeah.
And so I think that, it's kind of a different experience.
It feels a little bit less truck-like and more kind of off-roady, I guess would be the best way I would describe it.
Yeah, it feels like an SUV, I would say.
Yeah.
Not so much a pickup truck.
All right, contestant number 3.
Oh,
There is
put
a
on my
new
sunglasses.
TFL truck. Case, is it orange or yellow?
Oh, I'm gonna call this squarely an orange category.
Okay.
Especially, seeing it up close. I'll tell you what though, this is a unique color. I've never seen another truck going down the road that's this pumpkin-y.
Yes, I agree, because Jeep does a very orange.
Oh, yeah.
An orange.
Yeah.
But I think the reason it's orange is Andre pointed this out, right? This is definitely orange.
Yeah,
and the
for
two are pretty close.
It's pretty similar.
Amber, technically.
I think,
This is amber.
is it? I don't know.
Amber.
I don't know if that's amber. I would call that orange. And I'd say the same for the truck. This is the color of a pumpkin. That's the closest
I like that.
natural object to
Hey,
it.
should we call it pumpkin?
I think so.
I think that
pumpkin.
I think you've named it.
It's a little seasonal, but it
I
works.
think you've named it. Yeah. Well, you can go pumpkin spice if you really want to.
That's way too seasonal.
All right, then you get one more person. And I'm getting old in my age, and I like all the creature comforts.
Yes. Which the ventilated seats you're using already.
Yeah, because it's like 100 degrees out there, so I'm using the vented seats. I like the fact that it has pretty much everything, and I've kind of gotten to like the heads-up display too.
Yeah, I can see it now, my speed. Dude, and I agree with you. I think some people disagree about this white contrast, but it just livens up the interior, right?
Yeah, it makes it a little bit classy, right?
A little bit more classy. The designer told me they were inspired by like a snowboarding jacket, like a winter jacket, basically.
Yeah, and that's what
That's
what
looks
the
like.
Jeep people were inspired by too, if you remember right. You weren't there, but for the Easter Jeep Safari, they also had that kind of
Really?
same theme going. Yeah, we've got our last contestant. So the color is right. So Mary, simple question: is our new Canyon orange or yellow?
Oh, it looks like the orange and yellow starbursts smushed together. I'm gonna go with orange.
Okay, that's
yeah,
good.
I think it's orange.
Because Case, let me see if you like this.
Okay.
Tentatively named it Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. It's kind of cute.
You
It's
like
not- is it
pumpkin?
supposed to be like manly? Is it like a manly truck, or does it?
It could be whatever we want it to be. I kind of like Pumpkin.
Okay, a little pumpkin.
Are you good with Pumpkin?
I'm kind of on board with pumpkin.
Pumpkin
yeah, I
it
think
is.
it's pumpkin.
So Andre called it yellow, so 4-1, and we have a name for the new TFL GMC Pumpkin.
Andre, you think that's yellow, dude?
I thought it was construction.
What color do you think your shirt is?
Tan,
Okay.
tanish.
Okay.
All right.
No, I thought it was construction yellow.
I don't know what that means.
Have you
Like
ever
a like
played
the
with
vests?
No, like Tonka trucks. Have you seen like little toys? Like construction yellow. That's what I was thinking.
I think you need to reevaluate your understanding
my
of
eyes?
maybe your eyes.
I'll get my eyes checked.